In the movie The Martian, astronaut Mark Watney survives on the red planet by growing potatoes, but the process was difficult, and any carelessness could mean no harvest. In reality, growing plants in space is even harder. In Tiangong-2, scientists have built a mini greenhouse which controls temperature and light. Rice and mouse-ear cress will be grown.
Before the launch of the Tiangong Space Lab, most of our experiments were short-term. Biological experiments in space were limited to 20 days. But it is quite hard or even impossible for higher plants to finish a biological cycle. And we have never conducted a full seed-to-seed growth cycle experiment in space. China will conduct the first of these seed-to-seed experiments in space through Tiangong-2.
The higher plant incubators are divided into two parts, one that stays in space and one for plants that will return to Earth. The one that stays in space has 4 units, 2 for rice and 2 for mouse cress. The plants will be grown under long day or short day conditions for comparison. This will be the first real-time experiment of this kind in one incubator.
The components of the seeds will probably change when there is no gravity, so we will analyze the seeds brought back from space and see what has changed and the reasons behind such changes.
3 cameras will record the entire growth cycle. 2 are visible light cameras. The other is a fluorescent camera, which is used to study the flowering gene.
The reasons plants produce flowers is something called the flowering gene. In previous experiments in space, the plants flowered later on than on Earth. In the space experiment this time, we will observe and research the relations between flowering and gravity.
Expectations are high. Scientists hope the experiments on board Tiangong-2 will yield new discoveries applicable to life on Earth. Louis, CCTV.